Any tips for beginners? Yeah. Take your sweet time. Don't focus on the money. You know, when you first start off, as hard as it is, and you're eventually gonna get to a point where you will understand this. I'm telling you right now, money is not the goal in trading. The goal in trading is to become the best version of yourself when it comes to reading price, and that's what you should focus on. As discouraging as that sounds, if you can't get that across your head, I'm sorry to tell you, but trading isn't for you. So I'm being dead serious. Like, if you really want to become a profitable trader, you have to separate your relationship between trading and money. Two different things. I mean, obviously, long term, you will make money, right? But you can't focus on making money. You can't focus on quitting your job the first week, because like you can't look at trading as a get rich quick scheme. You know, it's a business. It's gonna take a long time to get rich. It's gonna take a very long time. It might take years, right? Your first year making money isn't like your first year being profitable as well. It's also gonna be different from you being profitable in 5 years, right? So each year you're gonna improve if you continue to show up each and every day, or that's what should happen, right? That's the ideal situation. So that's what I'll tell you. A lot of traders, man, if you ask the question like, how long will team become profitable? How long did it take you to become profitable? How much money did you start with? How much money should I start with? What's a good amount to start with? If you ask those questions off rip, you're gonna be behind, right? Those are questions you should not ask at all in trading. It's not gonna help you. It's not gonna do shit for you, right? It's just gonna add pressure. Like, what's the rush, bro? I get it. You gotta get out of your situation, but you can't look at trading to get out of your current situation, right? If you're stuck in a shitty situation and you know you're in some trouble, whatever, like some financial trouble, go get a job or something, right? But don't rely on trading for that. At least yet, when you're new, you know, treat trading as a hobby, as a business hobby, and then over time it will naturally replace your income. It will naturally replace your current work income, and it'll eventually be your full-time thing, right? But you can't have that approach when you first start, because every trade you take after is like, okay, you're not thinking about that trade. You're not like, that's why a lot of people have this special they don't like the negative RR I do, right? Because they think their head that, okay, like they're approaching the markets more so with emotions rather than logic, right? So they come to your charts and they're like, okay, I have 14 days left to pay my bills. I gotta make $750 by the end of the month. Each trade they take, like, they don't care what trade they're taking, as long as they see $750 by the end of the month, right? And then when it comes to RR, they don't want to close the trades off because they want to reach that goal of theirs, that 750 goal, right? So they can be $1 or $2 away from the pain from their target and not close off. Whereas a trader who goes off of logic sees that there's a resistance, sees that there's a level that we could reject off of, closes foe, he's done with that trade, on to the next, right? Whereas that first guy is there like, I gotta make 750, right? But guess what? The market doesn't know you need 750 by the end of the month. It doesn't know shit. It doesn't know you. It doesn't know what you need, what you want. It's gonna move how it wants to move, right? So why would you want to go ahead and go off of what you need rather than going off of what the market's gonna print and what the market's gonna show, right? So that's a problem that a lot of traders deal with when they're first starting off. I'm just being honest, you know. I'm not trying to sell you guys dreams or whatnot, right? It's just the reality of it. Like, if you can't handle that, then trading isn't for you, right? You gotta find a new hobby or something, you know. Go gamble if that's the mindset you have, right? It's hard when you have a deadline with payments. I get it too, right? Not everyone's in a situation where they can live comfortably, but that's the thing. You know, like, eventually you gotta kind of build your way up, right? And it's gonna take a lot of time. Some people are obviously more have like better conditions than others, right? Depending on where you're from, what you have, and what you're dealing with, right? So it's a different story for each and everybody. I'm only speaking from my perspective because that's how I grew up, right? But you can't add pressure behind it. It's just hard. It's gonna be very difficult. I've been training for so long now. I understand the game inwards and outwards, right? I've seen all the stories. I've seen all the traders that I've helped and touched across the years, right? In terms of online social media, right? All the engagement we've had, like I've seen all the stories, so I kind of know what a lot of traders deal with, and I kind of have an idea for like, because I answer DMs all the time, right? So I know how traders are right when they first start. So it's the same struggles for the most part for a lot of people, and a lot of that is just like they're adding too much pressure behind themselves when it comes to trading, and that's why a lot of traders fail. All right.